Have you ever looked at a landscape and wondered what stories it carries from the dawn of time? Today, we are unlocking the genesis of Rajasthan, a journey through deep time, tracing how primordial supercontinents transformed into the majestic desert plains and rugged peaks we see today. To understand Rajasthan, we have to go back to the very beginning. According to Alfred Wegener's continental drift theory, the early Earth didn't have 7 continents. Instead, there was just one singular, unified landmass called Pangea, surrounded by a lone, gargantuan superocean known as Panthalassa. In fact, today's Pacific Ocean is the last major remnant of that ancient water body. But nothing stays still on planet Earth. Pangea eventually fractured during a massive tectonic rift. The northern half became Gondwanaland, or Laurasia, anchoring North America, Europe, and North Asia. Meanwhile, the southern half formed Gondwanaland. Here's your first key insight. Rajasthan's absolute oldest geological foundations belong to this southern Gondwanaland fragment. In the widening gap between Gondwanaland and Gondwanaland, a massive, shallow sea was born, the Tethys Sea. As the tectonic plates relentlessly pushed against each other, the sediments at the bottom of this ancient sea were forced upward. This single body of water is the direct geological ancestor of 3 of India's most iconic features: the mighty Himalayas, the Great Northern Plains, and right here, the Thar Desert. This brings us to a fascinating revelation. The modern geography of Rajasthan is not a single geological block. It is a composite landscape, beautifully birthed from the collision and evolution of just 2 ancient entities. One half is a rocky highland remnant of Gondwana, the other is the dried, uplifted lowland of the ancient Tethys Sea. Let's look at the highlands first. The oldest and most rugged physical divisions here are direct extensions of India's peninsular plateau, inherited from Gondwanaland. First, we have the iconic Aravalli mountain range. Rising during the Precambrian era, it stands as the absolute oldest geological formation in the entire state. Second, the elevated flatlands of the Hadoti Plateau, which formed much later during the volcanic Cretaceous era. Now, look to the lowlands. The vast western deserts and fertile eastern agricultural plains are geological gifts from the receding waters and sediment deposits of the Tethys Sea. The northwestern desert emerged during the Tertiary to Pleistocene eras. Following closely behind are the eastern plains, which formed entirely during the Pleistocene era, making them the absolute newest geological formation in the state. To put the whole puzzle together, we can look at Rajasthan's origin matrix. The highlands, the Aravallis and the Hadoti Plateau, are tied to Gondwanaland and the Indian Peninsular Plateau. The lowlands, the northwestern desert and the eastern plains, trace their lineage back to the Tethys Sea and the Great Northern Plains. If we look at the timeline of creation, the story spans billions of years. It began in the ancient Precambrian era with the rise of the Aravallis. Next came the Cretaceous Hadoti Plateau, followed by the tertiary emergence of the northwestern desert. Finally, the Pleistocene era completed the map with the creation of the eastern plains. From the dramatic rift of a supercontinent to the drying up of an ancient superocean, Rajasthan stands today as a stunning, living museum of Earth's deep history. A perfect blend of Gondwanaland heritage and the Tethys Sea legacy. Next time you step onto its sands or climb its hills, remember, you are walking on billions of years of cosmic history.